Hey ladies, I'm back and I hope you're all doing really well. I've been so busy over the past few weeks, but this week I've made it my mission to catch up with you all. So let me get on with doing just that. Okay, I recently got asked a question that was just too long for me to reply to via text, so I decided to make a video about it. A gentleman asked me, why do single mothers choose bad loser men to have their children by instead of hard-working gentlemen? Now that quite annoyed me because it shows me that a person has already made an assumption with very little knowledge on what they've based their opinions on, otherwise they wouldn't have to ask me the question. But at the same time, it does also give me a chance to explain and to also try to create some understanding. Women who become single mothers do not deliberately seek out men who are bad and choose to have babies by them. Some of the men that single mothers were in relationships with came across as the best men that they ever met in their lives with great intentions, but they completely changed when they discovered that they were about to become fathers. So it's wrong to imply that all single mums were dating bums and that's why they end up raising their children alone. Some single mothers are raising children alone and the fathers of their children have good jobs and they can afford to wear the latest designer outfits and shoes, go on holidays, they're always in the clubs, they're splashing money on drinks and women and other expensive activities, but they are neglecting their own children. These men came across as the men of these single mothers' dreams who were hard-working gentlemen and maybe even financially supported these women once, before they got pregnant, but they saw their babies as added expenses that they wouldn't get any returns from and they left. And yes, there are most definitely women who do have bad taste in men and they choose horrible ones to become the fathers of their children, and I'm going to tell you why. The majority of women who do this tend to have come from troubled, broken backgrounds, such as growing up without fathers or feeling unloved by their fathers, or growing up with issues with their mothers, or even growing up in the care system. There is always a reason. Women in this situation tend to not feel worthy enough of attracting a gentleman who would treat them better, as their self-esteem is low and they feel undeserving of a good man without even realizing it. Most single mothers, they tend to realize that they have chosen the wrong man to have their babies by after they've had their babies. And they love their kids and they don't regret having them, but they wish that they could change who their children's fathers were. That's why it's so important that teenage girls who are growing up without fathers are spoken to by their mothers or other important individuals in their lives who can, teach them about what real love in relationships are before they get into any, because often the absence of a father and his love in his daughter's life can send her searching for it in the wrong type of guys. Bear that in mind. Thanks for watching.